In this lesson, we're going to learn a guitar riff from the Boys Down Under. This is probably maybe the biggest guitar rock song of all time. If not, it's certainly in the top 10. And this is Back in Black by ACDC. Alright, so let's take a look at how to play this guitar riff for Back in Black. It's essentially 3 chords and 2 riffs. He's going to be doing an E power chord, then he's going to play 3 D power chords, and then 3 A's. And then he does a little riff. Then the second riff goes. That's kind of a tough way, that's the correct way to play it, but I'm going to show you an easier way to play that. Alright, so in the beginning of the song, what happens here is there are 6 scratches and then 2 beats that are silent. So in the first measure, he does 4 quarter note scratches. Basically, you're muting your strings and strumming. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Then in the second measure, the first 2 beats are scratches, 1, 2, and then beats 3 and 4 are silent. So the very intro goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, rest, rest. And then the first chord you play is going to be an E5 power chord. And what I'm doing there, I'm playing the 6th string open. I'm playing the 5th string 2nd fret. And then with my first finger here, I'm barring across onto the 4th string and playing this 4th string 2nd fret as well. So and it happens to be the notes E, low E, this B, and this E right here. That is an E5 power chord. It's kind of a staccato, so you're going to play it once, and then you're going to mute the strings. And then what we're going to do is we're going to play 3 D5 power chords. And how we're going to play that D5 power chord is the 4th string open. Then we're going to play this A here on the 3rd string 2nd fret. And then we're going to play with our 3rd finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret on this D right here. It's basically a D chord. Normally you would play D chord like this. But the ACDC doesn't bother with the 1st string, so you don't have to worry about putting this finger down. So what I like to do is I like to mute out the 6th string with my thumb, just in case I'm kind of wild. You don't want to hear that E ringing in with the D because it doesn't belong in the chord. So I like to mute out the 6th string. That way, if I'm a little careless with my strumming, if I can't strum just strings 2, 3, and 4, if I accidentally hit the A string here, the 5th string, it doesn't, it sounds fine. It thickens up the chord a little more than it needs to be, but it doesn't, it's not going to hurt anything. So we start off with an E. On beat 1, it goes beat 1, rest, and then on halfway through beat number 2, we come in with 2 16th notes, and then followed by a quarter note going. So what I like to do is I just strum 3 times down quickly, and that gets the job done. But beat-wise, it's 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to rest on 4, and then we're going to play. At the end of that measure, we're going to play 2 quick A's. It's basically we're going to play 3 A's. It's going to come in on beat 4, go 4 E and 1 of the next measure. I like to think of it as just E, D, 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 A, A, A. So, and how you play that A5 power chord, it's the 5th string open. Then it's the 4th string 2nd fret, this E here. And then I flatten my finger out to get this A on the 3rd string 2nd fret as well. So it's 0, 2, 2. And I'm only playing strings 3, 4, and 5. I'm using my thumb to mute out the 6th string. So when I'm strumming all 6 strings, I might be hitting the 5th string, but it's getting muted out. The sound of the power chord is kind of overpowering that muted sound. Alright, so that main riff is going E, D, 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 A, A, A. One more time, 3, 4. Sometimes I alternate between strumming whether I'm going to go down, 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 or down, up, down. To me, both are just as comfortable, but as a beginner guitar player, it's probably just going to be easier if you do all down. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at the first riff. So after you do this, then comes this little riff at the end of, after you go A, it's rest. I don't want to get into technically, I can technically tell you exactly how each note, how long it is, but I think if you're a beginner, I think that's going to be too much to try to figure out, especially if you're not looking at the guitar tab. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell you what are the notes. It's going to go on the first string, it's going to go 3rd fret, and then open. Then on the 2nd string, it's going to go 3rd fret, open. So we have 3 open, 3 open. Then on the 3rd string, it's going to go 2 open, this A to open G. So it's going to go. So my suggestion is, I do those as pull-offs. I pluck the 3rd fret, and then I do a pull-off. It's going to be hard to do up to speed if you're going, picking each individual note. So I prefer to do the pull-off. A pull-off is when you play a note, and I take my hand, I'm not plucking the 2nd string. I'm basically plucking it with my 3rd finger. I'm pulling away, and basically, I'm plucking it with this finger. And that's called a pull-off because I'm already playing the note, and then I'm pulling away and plucking the string with that finger. So that riff is going to go. I put a little at the end there on the 2. I like to put a little bend on it. I think it sounds cool. The key with this riff is ending it before the next measure. So it's like it's going to go 1, 2, and a 3, 4, and a 1, 2, 3. And the key to me is I need to get this in there before the downbeat of the next measure. So it's going to sound like this: 3, 4. As long as I come in on the downbeat of that next measure, then then it's going to sound okay. But this riff is, I find that beginner guitar students find this riff pretty tricky, especially if you're not used to going. If you're not used to doing that, then just take it slow. It's 3 open, 3 open, 2 open. With guitar riffs, you want to take them slow. Keep doing them over and over and over, and eventually your hands will get the muscle memory. You'll start to be able to do it without thinking too much, and then you can start worrying about the timing and getting everything exactly how it needs to be. All right, now we're going to take a look at the second riff after you do the chords again. Then it goes. So I'm going to show you the correct way to play it, the way the band plays it, Angus, and then I will show you a much easier way to do it. All right, so to play Angus's version of it, of course it's the correct version because he wrote it, we're going to start on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and then basically we're going to be playing notes. We're going to play this 2, and then play the 6th string, 4th fret. So it goes 2, 4, and then it's going to go 2, 5, then 2, 6, then 2, 7. So we're going to chromatically walk up 4, 5, 6, 7 on the 6th string while putting this B here between each one. So it's going 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7. But I think that's too much to ask for a beginner student. It requires quite a bit of a stretch. So I find that I just show my students, instead of playing this B here, you can play this B right here. So I can go, and I think that makes it so much easier. So I'm going 7, 4. This is all on the 6th string, by the way. So now we don't even have to deal with 2 different strings. It's going to go 7, 4, 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, 7. So it sounds like. Even that's kind of tricky. You have to do it a bit. So one more time, that goes 7, 4, 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, 7. So if you put it all together with the 3 chords, it's going to sound like. that's how you play the second riff. So now I'm going to go ahead and play the whole riff a couple times, and I would like you to play along with me. Here we go. 3, 4. So my advice to get this riff down is practice the chords a bunch. Even look it up on YouTube, play along with the song. Get the chords down. You're probably not going to be able to play the licks in between quick enough to get back to the chords. So start with the chords and then start adding in the licks. And then practice it real slow. Don't worry about even playing it up to speed. Just try to practice it correctly and slow, and then work it up to speed over a little bit of time. And that's the guitar riff for Back in Black by ACDC. If you like this guitar lesson and you'd like to see more, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And also make sure you click that notification bell so that you know when I come out with new videos. Thanks for watching.